A lot of people don't know Coby's story.
I went in to be induced because he was just too big, and I wanted to, just a little backstory, I wanted to go natural because I said I didn't want to have any more kids. So I wanted to do everything natural, no epidural, no nothing. So I was 5.5 centimeters dilated, and his heart rate just dropped. And so they had to rush me back to do an emergency C-section. And they found that he had an open mass on his spine, which is spina bifida. And we was able to see his spinal cord and everything.
We're gonna pray and we're gonna hear God about the best physician that can do his surgery. And out of the two. And we called you guys, and you say, well, now it's all about hearing God and just choosing the right physician. And it was the one in Lafayette. And took him to Lafayette. They took him to Lafayette, and we was right behind them. And so when we got there, they asked us, do we want to do surgery right then? I said, no, I'm still gonna pray and hear God, and I have my pastors praying and hearing God. Right. So during that time, he developed hydrocephalus. Yeah.
Hydrocephalus, which was extra fluid around the brain. And so they had to do a surgery on that. They had to make an incision there and insert a tube that goes all the way through to his belly.
Also, they was rushing us to make the decision to have the surgery right then again. And I said no, until God spoke to us for us to have the surgery, both of the surgeries. That's when we had the surgery. They was adamant about us having it right then. So it was 3 days before we decided to have the surgery.
I think doing the surgery immediately, something probably would have went wrong. They would have been rushing because all of those doctors wasn't prepared for that. For that moment. This gave them a chance to prepare themselves. And I think that's what God was doing.
Right.
And I know for a fact, because the doctor that did his surgery, he wasn't at Lafayette that day. Nope. He didn't come he had just moved from New Orleans 2 days prior to that. So I know that it was God that had us to hold off on that surgery.
Yeah, that's amazing, because that's what the enemy always wants to do. He wants to try and get you to rush, make this, quick, hasty decision, instead of being in that peace and just like, I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna trust you, Daddy God.
They said he wouldn't start crawling until he was about 7 or 8
Right,
years old.
I remember that.
And they said he wouldn't walk without assistance until about 12. Well, he started crawling at 18 months and walking by himself at 2.
He would always get Tiana Green because she would have those heels on, and he would run up behind her with the walker, and he would say, move, move, move.
Okay, so he already beat the odds with the crawling and everything. There were some other things too, though, I think that they kept saying that he was not going to be able to do, and he was able to do.
They were saying because it kind of goes with like developmental as well, but he never missed on his developments. He was always on the mark developmentally. So.
Right, he's in the grade he's supposed to be in. He hasn't been right.
Yeah, he's not in any like special education 504 classes or anything like that. He's in the regular class with the regular students.
So, what would you guys say to anybody that kind of is struggling with maybe something like this?
Just trust God.
Trust God.
You have to trust God, and you have to believe in what His Word says, and He never fails. Like His Word never fails. That's what I hold on to. I know that God's Word never fails, and you have to just remind yourself.
Not one time did I can't remember a time where I was like that moment of, man, I don't think this is gonna work, or
that peace was constantly there.
Constant peace.
What was so awesome about it, we had the support of you guys.
Yeah.
Always praying for us. Every time he had to go to the doctor or appointments or whatever, we had the support of you guys. And that helped us a whole lot.
Financially, we was okay too. Not saying that we wasn't okay, but I'm saying
That's a
we
big
didn't,
financial stress.
we didn't
Yeah.
have to worry about anything because we had people. One person in particular, Miss Glenda Stock.
Yes.
Everybody may know her, but she came and visited, and every time she visited, she left money.
Wow.
And I'm not talking $5, $10,
Right.
500,
Wow.
1,000. She left money, so we didn't have to. That's why everything was
Provision in every area.
Right.
in every area.
Because like she wanted us to not just stay at the hospital.
Hospital.
She wanted us to stay at the hotel. At a hotel, and so she would pay the hotel expense. If we wanted to go get rest, or Shanika wanted to go get rest, she would pay the whole hotel expense for us to stay.
Okay, so let's bring Coby on
Okay.
All right.
and see if he has anything to say. You're the head honcho. You're the, you're the big
The
brother
star of
now,
the show.
right?
Oh.
So, so how do you run things at your house?
I don't want.
You don't run things at your
You
house?
got to talk up.
You don't run your sisters? No? Oh, they run you? That's how it is? Oh. So what do you think about all this with you? I mean, how God has just worked crazy in your life.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Has it built your faith? Has it, made it to where you realize? Yeah. Anything that you want to say about it? No.
Come on, the papa.
Keep rolling.
Come on, the papa. League tag. Come on, the papa. Come on. You ready? Set. Go. Come on, the papa.